Hey everyone, this is Peter 24/7 from Project Ghost with another WarDragons diary. So we're in the second day of the event. We were off to a decent start. Mind you, we had the PvE island first, so we are able to do that. PvE matchup is usually better later on in the event because you'll have the boosts. If you look at this, you can see the boosts that you get where you'll actually be getting additional VP for every hit that you do. So that boost will help you get more points later on. So there was a question about how to play this event and maybe basic strategy. So I'm going to go over that in a second, but first I'm going to open up everything I have. Just get caught up here, open up all the bronze. I'm going to continue to open up everything I have until I get and finish both discounts. Once again, my goal this PvP is to get to the 560 point prize, just because I want those sigils to help me get as far through as possible. As you can see right now, I'm at 119,000. I'm on pace. I've got 4 more days, so I'll probably push to about 250 or 300 today, depending on how much effort I want to put into this, but there's still lots of time. So going here, 4,000, I'm just going to continue on the base boost. It is important to get the base boost first. There's a lot of reasons for that. First of all, your base is protecting your troops, and the stronger your base is, any base without the base boost is a joke to run through. So that day in between seasons is always dreadful, because you can just stomp over any base in your path without any issues. So I always recommend you get the base boost first, then you get this discount dragon, and you finish them both completely during the first weeks when you do have the discounts. So with regards to the event, there are 3 crystals at any given time that come up that respawn at a rate of 3 minutes. Now, when you are matched with PvE, there are only these VP chunks, but they're easy bases to get through. I think that is good of PG to do that, so you don't get the bonuses, though it is a disadvantage for the first players because they'll get less VP as well per hit because of the multipliers that are possible, but you also don't get the bonuses that other teams are getting. So there are several different types of crystals. At the beginning of the round, you usually have a variety. Once enough crystals are destroyed, then it gets to a point where only the VP chunks come up, but you have the Dragon Boost, the Tower Boost, the VP chunks, the VP Boost, and the bombs. So the Dragon Boost will give you either the HP or damage increase. It's only like 0.5%, but it does add up. If you actually look at the end of the event, when you're on the last day or the second last day, and everyone's dragons are 20% stronger, it does help, especially considering if you look at the ice crystals, the tower boosts, which increases the HP and damage of towers on your base. The Dragon Boost is important when it comes to the bases because it'll get to a point where your regular dragons just won't be strong enough to take down those big bases. So in the beginning, you should always prioritize getting the Dragon Boost and the Tower Boost. So focus all your efforts on the fire and ice shards. Now, There is the bombs, the dark crystals, and there's two different tiers of bombs. One will damage more than the other, but they do, the ones that I've been seeing do 90% damage to the crystal. So if you see two fire crystals and a dark crystal, which I have seen in other rounds, you would want to get the dark crystal first, clear it all, do the damage, and then do maybe a mega on each of the other ones to finish them off. But your primary focus should always be your dragons and your towers, so fire and ice. So if you had a fire, ice, and wind up, you'd want to focus on the fire and ice first, even more than the earth crystals. Now, the earth crystals give you increased VP earned from flights and VP chunks. Yes, increased VP helps with your personal points. You'll do more damage to the crystals. You'll achieve more when you are attacking. And yes, it does help you get points faster, but if your dragons can't clear those top bases, it'll balance out in the end. So I still do think that getting the fire crystals and ice crystals first are most important. So with dark crystals, unless you're racing, I probably wouldn't go for those. You are limited to what dragon you can use. They'll give you a dragon type, and that's a dragon type you have to use, whether it be invoker only, or hunter only, or warrior only, or sorcerer only. And it can be difficult, especially right now we are in Diamond 1, so some of the bases are a little difficult. And they are getting more difficult. If you look at our opponent right now, we are against Royal Road, and if you look here, their base attack and the HP are both 5.5% stronger. So not only are we flying solid 600 bases, but they're 10% stronger than they should be. And if you see our boosts, we're at 1%. So it has been a little relaxed. We need to push a bit harder on the getting these increases in our dragon on the fire and the ice crystals. So this is just something that you want to keep in mind when doing it. Formulate a strategy. Sometimes it's tough to keep targeting because these crystals, if your team is active enough, they disappear very quickly. So I would encourage you to talk to your team and tell them this is what we want you to be targeting, these types of crystals. And when you're actually logging in and looking at it, look at what your team is already progressing. And that is the one that you want your team to be focusing on. So if you see damage on one, unless you're going to clear both, focus on that one first. So if you look at the health of these, for us, these chunks, they're 50,000 or they're 50,000 to clear. So that's essentially 12, maybe 13 or 14 megas, depending on whether you're flying the top base or not. So I usually fly the top base, and that gets me 4,700 for a mega. If it's the first time I'm using a dragon, it'll get me just under 6,000. So make sure you're strategizing that way. We're gonna see how we continue to do. But with this one, the trick to getting top points is being able to use your unique dragons. Even if you're ending up flying the bottom base that only gives you 80 some points, so 86 points on the multiplier, you still want to be using the unique dragon. If you use the unique dragon, on the bottom base, and you do this 10 times every single round, you will easily get over 200,000 points for the event. So anyone who's not able to get to 82,000 points in the event, I'm sorry, it's a joke. It means that they're not investing the time and they're not active. So I do understand there's different levels of activity, but activity in a team is what's going to make or break that team. So I would encourage everybody to talk to the players on their team. If you're a player, talk to the players you fly with. And there's no excuse for any player not to get to the end prize and get 1,200 additional sigils to contribute towards your discount dragons. So the faster you get through these seasons, once again, as always, have a plan, get through what you can, discounts first, save up, then blitz a line and finish it, and then focus everything on the Draconic chest or the Festive Dragon line. So anyways, I think I've done enough rambling for today. I'll let you all go. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye for now.